Hello, I'm Dr. Brian Hulsebus, Chiropractor, and I'm coming at you with another edition of Ask the Chiropractor. Ask the Chiropractor is my podcast where people have a question about chiropractic care or how chiropractic works, and they don't know who to ask. A lot of times, mistakenly, they'll ask their family physician about chiropractic care. And I say mistakenly because your family physician doesn't study chiropractic. He doesn't really know what chiropractors do or don't do. So instead of asking your family physician, ask a chiropractor about chiropractic, the same way you'd ask a dentist if you had dental problems. So I'm a chiropractor, Brian Hulsebus. I'm a third generation Palmer College chiropractic graduate. I'm the official team chiropractor of the the AHL Ice Hogs, the Rockford Ice Hogs, formerly the UHL, currently the AHL. I'm here in Rockford, Illinois. We have a practice. I'm the Illinois delegate of the International Chiropractic Association, and I'm the former Medicare chairman of the International Chiropractic Association. So why did I bring up the International Chiropractic Association and me being the Medicare former chairman? Well, I bring that up because today's episode is about Medicare and chiropractic. How does Medicare work with chiropractic? If I have Medicare, do I have chiropractic coverage? Well, if you have Medicare Part B, as in boy, you do have chiropractic coverage. And the way it works is very simple. You have coverage. You come in the office, if you met your deductible, the Medicare will cover 80% of your chiropractic adjustment. Now, let's talk about all this, because of course it's Medicare. It's never quite that easy. Let's break it down a little bit more. Let me tell you why I'm the expert on this and why you should listen to me. First of all, let me talk to you about my grandfather. My grandfather was one of many chiropractors that worked around the clock to get Medicare to cover chiropractic. Back in the day, it was his goal to help legitimize our profession. He felt as if federal programs like Medicare would cover chiropractic. It was hard for people to say that we weren't a real thing since the federal government recognized us. The second thing that happened was in the late 90s, early 2000s, Medicare and my father kind of had a little skirmish about chiropractors' rights and discrimination. And my father went all the way to Washington, D.C. and testified on Capitol Hill. And he's one of the few physicians, if not the only physician, to ever win his case against Medicare. So we know quite a bit about the Medicare stuff. So you might hear something different from different people. I'm just telling you my background is the fact that my grandfather helped write the laws, my dad helped define and protect the chiropractors, and more importantly, the chiropractic patients' rights in order to get chiropractic care. And today I do a lot of research working on it. I work with different congressmen trying to improve the Medicare law. So that's where my knowledge base comes from. So yes, chiropractic care is covered by Medicare Part B. You come in and you get your adjustment and they'll cover 80% of the visit. Now, let's talk about what Medicare doesn't do. Well, Medicare requires proof of why you're here. They'll help pay for the correction of vertebral subluxation. That's what chiropractors do their adjustments on. But they'll help pay for that. The catch is you have to have proof that it's there. Now, traditionally Medicare accepts two types of proof. One would be a complete chiropractic examination. And these would have to be done routinely from time to time. As your condition changes, you have to do another exam. Come back in 3 months later, something else is bothering you, we do another exam. That's what Medicare covers. Medicare covers, that's what Medicare wants us to do. They want us to continuously do those exams. The problem is Medicare does not pay for those exams if they're performed by a chiropractor. So the only way to get a chiropractic exam is to have it done by a chiropractor, but Medicare does not cover the services if they are performed by a chiropractor. I know, I didn't write this stuff, I'm just telling you what it is. It's confusing to me too. The other acceptable form they have is x-rays. If you have x-rays or an MRI, then Medicare will accept that for proof that you have a problem. Now, here's the two speculations on the imaging. One, the imaging must be within 12 months of the date of service. So if you come in today, you're good until August 1st of next year, today being August 1st as I'm recording this. So if you come in today, I take films of your spine, and you don't return until July 31st, you're covered. But if you come August 1st the next year, you're not covered, because that'll be 1 calendar year since the films were originally taken. So we can definitely use imaging. Now, the other problem with imaging, just like the exams, they don't cover that either, so that you can't have them covered here. But we can use images from other places if you have images. X-rays are x-rays. It doesn't matter who ordered them or who took them. We just need x-rays of the area that we're going to take care of. So if you went to an orthopedic doctor and say you had x-rays of your spine, and then you wanted to go to the chiropractor, you could sign a release form. You could get a copy of those images, and then we could look at those and use those for your care. That's not a problem. Not a problem in this office, at least. How's that? I don't need to take my own as long as I have some. However, again, it's whenever those images were taken, a year later they're no good. So even if you, let's say you had the x-rays taken June 30th, you come here August 1st, your x-rays expire June 30th, not August 1st. It's the year from the x-rays were taken. Now, we've gone through some Medicare audits, and as long as we have one of those two things, your visits are paid for, no problem. Real easy to take care of. So when you come in with Medicare, we either have to take an exam every condition or x-rays every year. Now for us, we prefer the x-rays because you could come in 4 or 5 times a year and only have the one set of x-rays to cover you for the whole year, or you continuously do the exams. Now Medicare has their set rates, so the exams are not, you're not going to save money by having 3 exams over having the x-rays. Again, I can accept x-rays from somebody else. I cannot accept somebody else's exam though, because only a chiropractor knows how to do a chiropractic exam. It's just that simple, just like only a chiropractor can ask your questions about chiropractic. I've had other family physicians in my area challenge me on these rules. They often say that, oh, that's not true. A chiropractor can order exams. A chiropractor can order this stuff. They should have that all covered. Now, I don't know what makes them an expert on chiropractic, frankly, because they're not chiropractors. They don't work in a chiropractic clinic. They've never done coding as a chiropractor. They've never done billing as a chiropractor, and they've probably never been to a chiropractic seminar. However, they're usually pretty sure I'm wrong, which I don't really understand. So that's kind of how it works. If you have x-rays or exam, you're covered. And so after that, we can see how many times can you come in? Well, according to the letter of the law, as many times as you need it. Medicare says you come in as much as you want. Now, if you come in a lot, are we going to have to probably go in front of a judge and argue why you had your visits done? Probably. But here, that's our job. That's our responsibility to measure that and watch that for you, not yours. So if you have Medicare and you want to come in to be a patient, we can definitely help you out. Just be prepared. If you don't have images or we have done an exam on you, you'll need those taken care of. So that's kind of how Medicare works for chiropractic. Now, the other weird thing about Medicare is that we cannot refer you out. So if I thought you need to go see a shoulder specialist, or if you need to go see even a cardiologist, I can't refer you out. If I refer you out, Medicare denies the visit and makes you pay out of pocket. So when you come to see a chiropractor, make sure you tell us the name of your family doctor. Because a lot of times if we feel that you need to be referred out, we'll call that family physician and we'll tell them what we found, and then they can refer you out to make sure Medicare cooperates nicely. So, and again, I don't try to argue how Medicare works in the medical field no more than I think a medical doctor should tell you how it works in a chiropractic field. Fair enough. What's fair for one is fair for all. So I hope that answers your questions about chiropractic coverage with Medicare. And you know what? That's the laws right now, right? Because laws change and rearrange. Other people win office, other people lose office, and things get changed and rearranged. I can just tell you how it is right now at this moment. So yes, Medicare does a good job of covering chiropractic care. The negative is we have to have proof that you need to be here. And typically the forms of proof are not covered by Medicare. I know it doesn't make sense. I'm working on a new bill to try to change this. I've been working on this for about 5 years. Hopefully with the next Congress we can get more done. Of course, I've said that now about 4 or 5 times, but hopefully. All right, well, I hope I answered your questions about chiropractic care in Medicare. If you ever have a question about chiropractic care, feel free to leave a comment below. Go to rockforddc.com, rockforddc.com. Send us a message there. And if you have a question about how your insurance works or how Medicare works, you can give us a call. We'll ask you to get some preliminary information from you so that way we can then get a hold of your insurance company or Medicare. You can run it past them. And again, this is for traditional Medicare, but Medicare replacement plans, that's a different video, a different day. I'm just trying to give you the best I can with generic Medicare. All right, everybody. I hope I answered your question. Dr. Brent Hulsebus. Stay healthy, stay strong. See you next time around.